Corliss is currently behind bars at the Massachusetts Correctional Institution at Cedar Junction. And Boston Police Homicide Detectives has secured a warrant a few minutes ago, as I said, charging him not only with murder but also other crimes as well, including armed robbery while masked and other firearm offenses. We expect that Edward Corliss will be arraigned on Tuesday in the West Roxbury District Court. A quiet whirlwind of activity preceded this announcement. Activity both on the streets of Boston and behind the closed doors of the Suffolk County Grand Jury. For all the surveillance imagery that we have released, and I want to thank you for your cooperation in that regard, and for all the high-tech methods employed by the investigators that are behind me today, this case really boiled down to the methodical, sometimes tedious, shoe-leather investigation of good homicide detectives. In the immediate aftermath of Surendra's shooting death, investigators first consulted with automobile experts to identify the getaway car's make, model, and general year of manufacture. Armed with that information, Boston police detectives began tracking down every single Plymouth Acclaim that was manufactured between 1986 and 1992. One by one, they found these vehicles. They interviewed these car owners, these former car owners, and these persons who had access to such vehicles. Last week, there were two significant breaks. First, homicide detectives located a vehicle in Rosendale that was a Plymouth Acclaim that matched the description of the vehicle we were looking for, and they confirmed through a family member that Edward Corliss had access to this vehicle. Simultaneously, but on different tracks, an alert parole officer of the Massachusetts Parole Agency contacted Boston Police to inform them that he had a parolee under supervision whose facial features remarkably matched those of the suspect that we were looking for in the Tedeschi's homicide. On January, and he had access to a Plymouth Acclaim. On January 7th, the parole board, in cooperation with us, revoked Corliss's 2006 parole and remanded him to MCI Cedar Junction, where he is currently detained. And the detectives behind me continued to pound the pavement and work this investigation and conduct interviews. Finally, within the last 24 hours, we obtained additional incriminating evidence and information that prosecutors will be more freely able to describe to you only after Tuesday's arraignment.